What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to my uncle's house. You?
I have no plans.
Aren't you going to be home or?
No, my wife wants me to come, but I don't want to go see her.
Why not?
Because I'm done. I'm fucking done with her bullshit.
It's okay. Go with the kids.
Yeah, I know. My daughter's in Boston.
Reconcile.
Oh, I already tried, but I'm gonna go there and she's gonna bust my balls. She's gonna insult me and she's gonna say rude things to me. So.
On Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, she's a bitch. That's why I said I'm not gonna do this. If I did it for 5 fucking years since she's filed for divorce, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm 60 tomorrow. New chapter. Year of the snake. My skin is gone. My new skin is growing. It's time to change things up, motherfucker.
Okay, I got a question to ask you.
Go ahead.
When you were 30 years old, did you imagine where you would be when you were 60?
No.
Really?
No, because when I was 30, I already been through, like, let's say before 1990,
Yeah.
I thought I'd be retired. So I was probably 25, 24. I thought I'd be retired by 35.
That's a little naive thinking.
No, my father was a millionaire. I thought I had record stores. We had a bunch of businesses. And
Millionaire in the 80s? That's like being a 10 millionaire today.
So he lost everything. And
Why did he lose it?
because they closed the credit unions for 2 years, and all of his projects and money was in the credit unions, because the credit unions didn't go through the federal depositors. They went through the Rhode Island depositors, and they found gangsters go in there, so they closed everything down. So my father couldn't access money to finish his houses he was building or his buildings. So they just started taking everything.
How's our mic? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're good? Oh, we're rolling?
Yeah, so it's you can't do, like, you think that you have money in the bank and that it's secure. It's not. They went into fucking banks. The government went in and took fucking money out of his banking accounts that he couldn't even access because of taxes.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, 2 years. So that's what happened. So
You know what that tells me? That tells me even though this is America, government still has control over people, over their finances, over people not flying or flying anywhere in the world.
Taking a shot, not taking a shot.
Exactly. So just because every single time we compare and contrast Russia, China, Cuba, Venezuela, and they're the dictatorships, they're the communist countries, they're the ones telling their citizens you can or you cannot do this. Actually, we do the exact same thing here.
Eminent domain.
Sometimes it's bothersome, but anyways, that's how every single government works anywhere in the world, regardless of how democratic, how capitalistic, or what kind of a system they have.
Are you ready for the holidays?
I'm very excited for
Couple
the holidays.
days,
This is my
Thanksgiving.
favorite season.
Yeah.
My birthday is in December 5th. And not only because of my birthday, but it's cold. I love the cold weather. Remember?
So you're a Sagittarius?
I am a Sagittarius.
Like me.
The best sign in the world.
Yeah.
Yes. Spontaneous, funny, humorous, adventurous, and so on and so forth.
My birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday,
Thank
sir.
you.
Happy birthday.
Look at we're
to
two.
you.
You just missed that whole
birthday.
conversation, man.
No, I know.
We're talking about what's it like going to be 60 and all that.
Oh, yeah. That's we were talking about your birthday last week. We
Yeah.
said that's right. We're
So what's it going to be
celebrating
like to be 60? You're going to be 60?
No, I'm turning only 38, my friend. 38.
I'm turning 35.
Only 38.
You're older than me.
Oh, yeah, I guess. But you're turning 60.
Yeah.
60. That's even. Wow, you better do something crazy.
Nah, I don't have anything planned.
Well, you should.
Yeah. What are you
Get
going
a
to
few friends, go to Vegas, knock yourself out.
do? I could do that here.
Yeah, or do it here. Put all the expenses on credit card and don't think how you're going to pay for it.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see when my phone rings tomorrow.
Of course it will. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You're good-looking Rob.
Okay. Thank you very much, Joe.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Again, yeah, absolutely. Well, we had an interesting week last week with all the things that's going on besides your birthday that's upcoming.
Yeah.
But I didn't think this happened. And Tom, if you can put this up, Mamdani went to the White House. He got invited by Trump. And this was one of the best videos of the week.
Clarify your answer to Stephen Nelson. He asked about your comment calling the president a fascist. And your answer was, both President Trump and I have been clear about our positions and our views. Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
That's okay. You can just say
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Okay. It's easier.
Yes.
It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
I mean, come on, man. This guy is he's such a good guy. I think, like
He looks like a good guy.
he does like, yeah, okay, call me a fascist. Give him what they want
Yeah.
because he hates the media. Like I've hated the media for long before Trump.
But you know what? I'm surprised he didn't turn around and said, "What a stupid question is that?" You know, but
Yeah.
really, it's a stupid question. Who asks the questions like that in front of the president, in front of the new, mayor of New York? Even if he said that, and he confirmed after the show. I think he went on to ABC and he confirmed that he said that before, and he's saying it now. That
Yes, he's still saying it.
Is a fascist.
Then
but-
he doesn't know what fascism is because he's a fucking idiot. He gave you an opportunity, and that fucking bimbo with the fake blonde hair, you're another fucking
But
idiot.
Trump is definitely a Machiavellian leader, Machiavellian politician. You know,
Yeah.
he called him over. He made sure, New York is a very important city. Even though it's a city, it's not a state. It's capital of the world, New York City.
But you know why he went on TV and called him a fascist, right? Because his followers got upset about this. His Mamdani's followers were all pissed off that he met with Trump.
Well,
Same thing with
you
Bill
can-
Maher's people
You
were
can say
pissed.
the same thing about Trump. A lot of people were upset with Trump's and giving him shit. Why did you give him the credibility for him to come to the White House? Why is he there? You were calling him names. You supported Cuomo, even though a day before elections. But
Because they don't understand.
But
what-
this is politics.
Yeah, this is
how it works. It may be unfortunate. This may not be humane in the real world because this is not the real world.
No.
This is not the real world.
No, you
We don't live in this.
You give the olive branch. You say, okay, let's work together. Then if the guy says F you, either guy, then you can say, look, I tried to work with the guy, and
1 second, I'm so
yeah.
sorry. Than he was, even though it's still the crazy shit that he says, shut up, you piggy.
Yeah.
Even the things that he says until today, back then, oh my God, I mean, he made fun of from disabled people to fat people to gay people to black people to anything.
Yeah.
He made fun of, and he didn't give a rat's ass, excuse me for my French, but he evolved totally. I mean, usually you would expect this in a president's first term, not the second term.
Yeah.
First term, you're more careful, you're more analytical, you overanalyze things to make sure you don't get canceled so you can get elected to your second term. But I believe his original term, his original way of doing things helped him to get elected to the second term, because he's
He learned.
authentic, he's genuine, his original Trump. Now, besides the fact that he got way older, I mean, and that age gap, I mean, this is something you would understand. I wouldn't. But in that age group, 4 or 5 years, that's a massive deal.
Well, he learned a lot in
That's
his
like
first
a
term.
decade for me,
Yeah. He learned a lot in his first term, and he's really grown. I know people hate him; they despise him. I mean, it's disgusting that every time he wins another battle, they're right there ready to hit him with something else.
I know, but that's with anybody. It doesn't matter if
It
you're
was
Trump.
nev-
It doesn't matter if you're Joe Biden.
It was
doesn't
never-
matter if you're George Bush. Remember how much they were hitting George Bush?
Yeah, but we weren't dealing with this every single day with George Bush because we didn't have the social media
I
that we
understand,
have.
But that was also 20 years ago. 20 years ago, there was no podcasts. Okay.
Yeah.
maybe one. The best thing people heard was the radio, and sometimes they went on MySpace and Facebook to read the news. Now it's totally transformed. It's all out there. It's more accessible. People post opinions and people post podcasts and short clips, and there's
Bots.
There's a million people like us doing the show, trying to go up the ladder and for us to be heard. So that's why. So totally different ball game. Speaking of Trump and speaking of politics, Marjorie Taylor Greene, a Republican who's been around, for quite some time already, she announced that she's retiring.
Resigning.
Or
Is it resigning or
retiring? Well, she can't resign. She quits, kind of.
She did resignation. So she
resigning. Yeah.
So she resigned because, and what the way Trump put it is, because she wasn't going to win next time, because he was going to back whoever she was running against, and so she went out he took the easy route.
Classic Trump response.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Literally, that's a classic.
And we don't know if it's true or not, but you know, maybe he had a talk with her, and he told her to, you know what, you should probably send your resignation because you're not going to win.
I think it's a weak act by Marjorie Taylor. You know, it doesn't matter. Even if she was going to lose, I think she should have still fought for it. If she truly believes in the cause, she truly believes in what, you know, she's doing, serving the people, she should have still, you know, stayed in it. And
I mean, she was really vocal during the Biden administration, like constantly screaming, and her and the other one, Jasmine Crockett.
Supporter.
Yeah, I mean, these people just screwed it. Why all of a sudden now you say, okay, he called me Marjorie Treason Green, so now I gotta bow out. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, but speaking of treason, you know what I think is treason? Senator Mark Kelly telling everybody in all parts of government, from military to CIA to FBI, telling them to disobey orders. I don't know if you've seen that video.
Yeah.
Tom, can you pull that video up? I think this is treason. This is what this is.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris DeLuzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow. I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
And the intelligence community.
who take risks each day.
To keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals
against American citizens. Like us, you all swore an oath.
To protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad,
But from right here at home. Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law.
Or our Constitution.
We know this is hard and that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
In the Army,
Our Navy,
The Air Force.
your vigilance is critical.
Okay,
They should all be in prison. That's what I think. This is treason. You telling your government to revolt against the people that are giving you orders, that is total treason.
First of all, it's a typical Hollywood style bullshit video that they always do in Hollywood against conservatives, and they just got these fucking knuckleheads and nitwits to do this. They're not really saying anything. You know, like it's such a fine line what they're saying. They're saying, yeah, don't like if your general tells you to rape that girl, you don't have to do it. That's what they're hiding behind. The most chaotic kind of orders that would be coming down. That's what they're hiding behind in this video. Yeah. I still think I know what they're up to. They're up to destroying our fucking military. They're fucking communists, and they should be put in jail. Especially that bald-headed motherfucker.
Yes,
I don't care how many fucking medals you have. And the other thing that aggravates me is Comey got off.
So apparently that the prosecutor, whoever was appointed to charge the case, you know, was appointed unlawfully. So I don't know what that means. If we can, the judge ruled, can you go back for a second? A federal judge, Cameron McGowan Curry, dismissed the criminal charges for both Comey and Letitia James on the grounds that the prosecutor, who's Lindsay Halligan, was unlawfully appointed. The court found that Halligan's appointment as interim U.S. Attorney for Eastern District of Virginia violated federal law because the prior interim appointee's 120-day authority window had expired, and the proper process, which is the judicial appointment or Senate confirmation, was bypassed. So that's why they got off the hook. That's why they got dismissed. But I got to be honest, you know, I think this was just a political assassination by Trump. He was just trying to get back to them, and
he put it in the beach to take out Donald Trump with the shells.
Yeah, he did what?
Remember he put the shells in the beach?
I know, but this was total retaliation and to what Comey did against Trump. It was just trying to simply get back at him. And Letitia James, I guess, was just collateral damage.
Well, she went after him too.
I know,
it's 86.
Oh yeah, 8647. Yeah.
Well, it's 8647.
Yeah, 47 president, 86 is a code, right?
Yeah.
Which is to
Take out.
Take out, yeah. And now it's the theory of robativity.
For those who've been around before computers, before cell phones, before the constant barrage of media and negativity about holidays and being with your family, shut it down. Don't listen to it. Go and enjoy the holidays. Remember when we used to be able to celebrate Thanksgiving? Remember before the media and the fringe groups started talking about the genocide of the Native Americans, trying to make us feel bad? I just want some turkey. I just want to watch some football. You don't have to talk to me about I shouldn't go there because members of my family voted for a different party than I voted for, a different candidate. Why can't we just relax? Did they forget about the kumbaya diversity? Just let the world spin for a little while. You don't have to pay attention to everything that is on social media. Shut it down. Go enjoy your families. Go and enjoy the holidays.
So they did a thing, what is it called? Tree lighting. In
Okay.
Chicago, they did a tree lighting event. 20,000 people showed up.
Was there some shootings or something?
Exactly.
See, I can tell you what it is without even knowing.
Exactly. And then this poor 14-year-old kid gets shot and killed. 20,000 people show up to a tree lighting event. 17s get shot and wounded, and one of them dies between the ages of 13 and 17. Things like a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, and a 17-year-old. These are teenagers. These are teenagers, okay? And this 14-year-old boy gets shot, goes to the hospital, and unfortunately passes away. You know, and then we're talking about why Chicago needs Trump, why Chicago needs
National Guard.
a National Guard. But this is the thing. Look, again, I'm gonna state facts. It's another Democratic elected city with a Democratic mayor who blames borders. Oh, they're bringing guns from red borders. That stupid mayor. Oh, it's because of Trump's fault that we have all these shootings, but these shootings have been going on for years. Chicago at one point was the most dangerous city in America, even though it's not now, but it used to be the most dangerous city in America. Mayor Brandon Johnson, you know, this guy's he's just cuckoo. He's out of his mind. And then the people are questioning, why do we need more policing? And then now we have another democratically socialist mayor elected in New York who has been advocating for no policing, and instead of having police, we should have social services people. Tom, if you want to play this
I want to
clip.
show you guys this right here, and I want to show you guys a stat afterwards, okay? It's not playing. How does that?
We cannot incarcerate our way out of violence. We've already tried that, and we've ended up with the largest prison population in the world without solving the problems of crime and violence. The addiction on jails and incarceration in this country, we have moved past that. It is racist, it is immoral, it is unholy, and it is not the way to drive violence down.
It is racist. It is racist.
But just hear what he's saying.
He's a fucking idiot.
He said you can't jail your way
We're
out
out
of
of
violence.
violence.
So now here's a stat from El Salvador, okay? Jailing went up, violence went down.
Exactly. Jailing went up, violence.
Well, they
went
don't have racism in El Salvador. You gotta understand that there's nobody racist there.
Yeah. They're all Salvadorians.
Brandon Johnson knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. No, but this shows the hypocrisy of how intelligent this guy is. This is what surprises me. How these people get elected to such major offices.
It makes you really think that it's a fix. Because I don't know how this guy can even... I've never heard anything come out of his mouth that wasn't insane. He's an insane man. He was elected because he's black. Plain and simple. And he's a ignoramus.
The previous mayor was also black.
And she was a fucking ignoramus.
She was cuckoo too.
The president's offering you help to get rid of the crime, and you're all saying no.
Do you think people in Chicago or even in L.A. or in New York City, let's say in L.A. MacArthur Park, in Chicago, whatever their downtown area is, you think people can actually get a jog at night at 8 p.m. or or have their kids and wife walk around and stroll? You think that's possible? I doubt it. That's impossible to do that. In these neighborhoods where crime is just infested with crime and drugs and homelessness.
They're always looking for a way to make money off stuff. Like this was a senator in California that was saying that all of the new cars have this technology in it where what he was saying was in the last bill they passed, they're going to start taxing us per mile, 6 cents a mile. And that the cars already have the technology so that it's gonna send the information to the fucking state, and they're gonna send you a bill at the end of the year for $600.
Maybe add it to your registration or something.
Yeah.
Or
so
you can register your car.
My registration's already $600 a year. I mean, how much more do they fucking want?
Let me tell you something similar in that sense. So you know how you use your credit card? You go to a business, you shop with your credit card, and there's a processing fee.
Yeah.
Usually, whoever you purchase your items from, they pay that. Now, my friend, banks transfer that to the purchaser. So if you go purchase whatever $100 worth, they're going to add that additional. Depends what kind of a credit card you're using. American Express is the most expensive one.
Yeah.
So I think it's 3 or 4%. They're going to add that additional $3 or $4 on your $100 bill. Same thing, whatever you're saying with the miles, driven.
Yeah.
Banks are transferring that over,
with the convenience fee to pay the only way you could pay your bills now is online or on your phone, and then they say there's a convenience fee of $3 to $4.
Yeah.
It's ludicrous, and people, this is why they want the chaos. So the common man doesn't see how you're getting in the ass by big business, by the banks, by the politicians, all getting their kickbacks. It's a bunch of bullshit, and I'm sick of it.